I'm Louisa Barton for the Horse Talk Show at Equus Television here at the Del Mar Racetrack in preparation for the Breeders' Cup Championship races this weekend. We've got a lot of footage for you from this morning for the horses galloping on the track. We're going to bring you as much coverage as we can, especially about the Ocala-Marion County connections to the best racehorses in the country and perhaps the world. We hope you enjoy this coverage. I'm Louisa Barton for the Horse Talk Show at Equus Television.
I'm Louisa Barton for the Horse Talk Show and Equus Television here at the Del Mar Racing Track on the backside. I'm visiting with Brad Cox, and since I started doing this about 7 years ago, Brad Cox has become one of the biggest names in racing, and I'm excited to have a chance to talk to him about, well, there's a lot, probably too many to talk about, but let's talk about Nixco and Essential Quality. Brad, it's lovely to have you back with us.
Thanks for having me on again.
Talk to us a little bit about the upcoming Classic and how exciting it is to have really the two top horses going into this race.
Well, it's both colts are doing really well. They obviously deserve the opportunity to be first and second choice in the richest race we run here in America, and excited about just the opportunity on Saturday. We still have a few days. We have some work at hand, and as a trainer, you never really look too far ahead or think too much about the past. You're just in the moment and just focus on getting these horses over there as happy and healthy as we can.
We watched them this morning training on the track, and they both looked really, really well, like they were training very well. Can you comment on that?
Yeah, no, they both are. They both had big works this past week, and last few works have been big for both horses, and they're moving fantastic. And yeah, anybody who watches them out here in the mornings could see that they're definitely seem like they're on go right now.
Now, we're from Ocala. My accent's not convincing, but we are. And we love the Ocala connections. And the Demeric Training Centre, of course, started Nixco, and Niall Brennan had a lot of the work starting off with Essential Quality. Can you comment on that, how that helps them when you get them, and how well prepared they are for what you do with them next?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, I think I would equate what happens in Ocala is like a child or a student starting in kindergarten and kind of learning, the ropes, kindergarten, first grade, maybe even all the way up to elementary, and then we kind of take over. Once, it's obviously they need more workload and need to go to the racetrack and look forward to start getting them started at the races. So, Ocala plays a huge role now. Brendan does a fantastic job. He has several horses that we've had throughout the years, and obviously Nick Demeric as well. They both have operations that are a staple there in Ocala, and it's a family affair with both of them. Their family's involved, and they do a great job for sure.
Wonderful. Tell us a little bit about She Dares the Devil.
She's doing fantastic because she's had a big race out here this summer at Del Mar. She's has a great record this year, just one defeat with the race at Belmont against Latruska, and she rebounded well with two victories since. So we think she's set up. I think she's kind of flown under the radar a little bit this year with Latruska, and obviously she deserves all the credit or respect she's getting. But this filly's really good, and she's beat Latruska, so I'm excited about the challenge on Saturday.
Wonderful. And you got juveniles you're excited about too?
Yeah, for sure. Juju's Map's doing really well. She won the Alcibiades, and we got a couple fillies in the juvenile turf fillies that one's both fillies are 2 for 3, and hopefully they can move forward, and if they do, I think they'll be a factor on Saturday or Friday, I should say.
Brad, you have in the last 7 years shot into like super fame. What do you attribute that to?
Well, I think it has a lot to do with clientele and obviously good help. We've been fortunate to do well with the stock we've been given, and then obviously 7 years ago we wasn't getting stock we're getting right now, but we were able to build off it each and every year, and it really comes down to that and your help. I mean, you have to have a fantastic staff. We have a lot of horses, and we have assistants in the right places, and they have a lot of responsibility, and all of them are do a great job, and that's basically what it comes down to. Great clientele, great help, and good fast horses.
Well, Brad, we know we're going to see you in the winner's circle plenty in the upcoming weekend. We congratulate you getting here with all these amazing horses and your team. Well done and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Brad Cox here at Del Mar. We wish him all the best, especially with our Ocala connections. I'm Louisa Barton for the Horse Talk Show. Okay. I'm Louisa Barton for the Horse Talk Show and Equus Television here at the Del Mar Racetrack. We are on the backside visiting some trainers. Got a chance to talk to top trainer Bret Calhoun, and we are here with Hidden Connection, who's going into the juvenile fillies. Going to chat to Bret a little bit about what he thinks her chances are and kind of what the future looks like for her. Bret, it's wonderful to have you with us again. Tell us a little bit about Hidden Connection.
Very precocious filly. She's 2 for 2. She's done everything we've asked. She's been very impressive in her wins. 2-year-olds, you don't know what they face so far, so it's hard to really see what caliber of horses she's faced, but she's won both her races very, very impressively. She's received very good speed figures off those 2 races. It's a short field, but a really solid group of fillies in there. I think she matches up with them. I think that she's got a big chance on Friday.
It should be a very exciting weekend, I'm sure. As you're kind of watching her training in the mornings, we got to see some of the trainings this morning, and we will tomorrow morning. The horses look like they're doing very well here at Del Mar. The weather's fantastic, perfect, nice and cool in the morning and sunny later on like this. Tell us a little bit about how she's been training here.
We had a different schedule of travel this year with no Tex Sutton, but FedEx and the Breeders' Cup and Tex Sutton all got together and did a great job getting these horses out here. I think a lot of trainers were very concerned of how that was going to work out. It seemed to work out very well for me, and I believe for most of the trainers back here. So she settled in well. She's a very forward filly. She loves to train. She puts a lot into it, high energy filly. And she's trained very, very well since she's been here. We stood in the starting gate today, schooled in the paddock, just have a nice 1.5-mile gallop tomorrow, and lead her over there Friday and hope for the best.
So tell us a little bit about the Hopple family. And, as a horse person myself all my life, I know how you start a horse, how you first saddle a horse, how you first work with the horse when they're young really matters, and definitely has an impact later on for the trainer at the track. Can you share a little bit about your opinion on that?
Well, Jessie Hopple with Coastal had this filly in the 2-year-old train sale. She actually went through two sales. She went through the April OBS sale and the June. Obviously, they did a great job with her. It's a very stressful time for these young horses. They put under a lot of pressure to go fast in those sales and to show well. That's those guys' Derby day, and so to go through it twice. And this filly to be here, it shows she's very tough mentally and physically, very sound filly. But obviously a very talented filly, and obviously they did a lot of good foundation work with her.
Wonderful. And we were just chatting before this interview about the Classic, and I'd love to have you tell us what you told me. I thought it was pretty interesting. The Classic's going to be a pretty exciting race.
Yeah, handicapper's nightmare. I think if you can pick it, you're going to get well paid. Go Nick's very fast, high cruising horse. Medina Spirit, very, very fast horse. Both of them want the lead. If they're out there battling it out, who knows what's going to happen? Maybe the young buck, the 3-year-old Essential Quality steps up and overtakes both of them.
It could happen, right?
Absolutely. Tough handicapping race for sure.
Bret, we love talking to you. We wish you all the best in the juvenile fillies. We certainly love that Ocala connection since that's where we're from. We love to see you in the winner's circle. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank y'all very much.
Here with Bret Calhoun at Del Mar at the backside with Hidden Connection, having a little visit, and we certainly hope to see them do very well. And all the best as well. Back to that Ocala connection with Jessie Hopple. I'm Louisa Barton for the Horse Talk Show. Gigi and I are here this morning very, very early to see some of the morning gallops of the horses here at the Del Mar racetrack. Many of these horses, as you can see, identified by saddle pads with their names, are entered in the Breeders' Cup races for this Friday and Saturday. We feel it's a real honour to have the opportunity to be back here, able to see these horses kind of in action in their normal environment. When you see them in these races, it's just, it's under a couple of minutes and they're in a mass of other horses all coming out of the gate at the same time. So sometimes it's hard to see their individual personalities and kind of how they train on a normal day when there isn't all the commotion of the races going on around them with a large audience. So it's a real special privilege, we feel, to see these horses kind of training early in the morning with their exercise riders, who are kind of the unsung heroes, in my opinion. The jockeys certainly work very hard and get out there and do the job on race day, but it's fantastic to see guys like Humberto Gomez, who is Bob Baffert's top rider, out there on really the best horses in the country and perhaps even some of the best horses in the world. So Gigi and I both felt so blessed to have this opportunity to just be, as early as it is and dark when you arrive in the morning, but getting to see these horses in action, and it's just really a special time. So we wanted to share this with you on the Equus Television Network, and you'd get a chance to actually see this and kind of be involved in it a little bit and get to know these horses. Of the Ocala connections, we saw Nix Go, trained by the Demericks. We also got a chance to see Essential Quality, trained by Niall Brennan in Ocala. We got to see Warlike Goddess this morning. Also, Michelle Hemingway started the training of that horse. She's now with the Thurstock group. And we saw a number of others as well that made their start in the Ocala-Marion County area and went through the OBS sales. So a pretty special time. We hope you enjoy watching them. It's certainly, as I said, a huge privilege and honour to get to be on at the track this early in the morning before spectators are permitted. Just to be out there and see the trainers up at the breakfast, watching the horses in action, and really just preparing them and seeing how they settle in Del Mar. Some of them obviously, are at Del Mar or have been raced at Del Mar before, but some of them have never been at Del Mar. And some of the horses from Japan have arrived and, they've never seen this track before. So it's just really an interesting experience. And as you're watching them coming out and galloping, with their riders, just enjoy this and feel like you got to be kind of behind the scenes, which is where we like to take you with the Horse Talk Show and the Equus Television Network. I'm Louisa Barton. Hope you enjoy the rest of this footage.